Alright, so this is my Ford 820 industrial tractor project, and my buddy Stephen Cox, the mechanic, and I got this thing running. However, it is not running properly, is it, buddy? Because it's constantly coughing and sputtering and backfiring like crazy. And we got to thinking about it, and we determined there's a very good chance that there's like some debris stuck inside the valves on the engine in this thing. So what we're gonna do today is removify the head on this and see what's going on. Hopefully it's something easy to fix. Hopefully we can get things cleaned up, and if nothing else, well, at least we'll know what the top end of this engine looks like. So I had to take the oil pan off, and everything seems fine on the bottom end. So let's see what there is to see here. Guys, check it out. I'm very, very, very happy to see this. First off, we'll look down in the cylinders. There appears to be a little bit of water, probably from in the water jacket when the entire tractor was shaking around as I was trying to wrestle the head off of this thing. We can see some soot and some carbon buildup around the, I think that's called the deck on the block. But other than that, everything looks really good, like even the cylinders themselves. Yeah, there's some lines in there. We got to keep in mind, though, this thing was sitting for years and years and years at a minimum. So that's really kind of to be expected. However, it actually feels really smooth. I bet that's gonna clean up super, super well. The rocker arm assembly is a little crusty with whatever it is, 70 years worth of caked on oil sludge, but it looks perfectly fine. I don't see any wear anywhere. I don't see any damage anywhere. And now we'll come over here to the head. You can see all that buildup and soot. And if we look, these are actually, they're either the original valves that came on the tractor, or someone got the legit Ford replacements. So you can see that logo stamped in. That one looks a little crusty. Maybe that one's a tad bit either burned, or else that's just a buildup of, you know, filth. But look at that, everything looks so good on this. And around the other side here on the top of this head, we can see there's definitely some chunks of filth, which anyone would expect. But I don't actually see anything wrong with any of this. This makes my day. This is excellent. I really wasn't sure what to expect when the head came off of this thing, because as mentioned, the machine does run, it just coughs and sputters a lot. So I thought there was a chunk of something or other stuck in the valves. And there still might be, I guess. But let's see if maybe we can get this cleaned up, so at least we know, if nothing else, it's a little on the cleaned up side now. Oh wow, I mean, this could have been so much worse. I'm gonna have to peel that off. Wonder if that's the original head gasket. So I realized once I was into this that I don't have a valve spring compressor tool, and so I got on Amazon, I ordered one, you know, one day, and I said to myself, you know, I'm gonna have the proper tool in like 16 hours, so might as well go out there and break as much stuff as possible in the meantime. I started using the socket trick. I guess there's different types of valves and different types of engines, because I learned to do this on old Alice Chalmers stuff, and an older farmer that I know taught me. And at least on that engine, it was pretty much a guaranteed thing. If you put the socket over the end of this, you give it like 2 good whacks and it pops loose these keepers every single time. Well, either I'm not doing something right, I forgot something, or this is just plain and simple a different type of valve spring setup, because that isn't really working too well. So I figured, shoot, I might as well just wait till that's here, at which point we're going to clean this up and hopefully stick it back together and see if cleaning up these valves will actually do anything. I don't know. I'm not really enough of a mechanic to know what I'm looking at here. I think this looks not that bad. I mean, there are some shiny-ish spots on here, which is saying something, keeping in mind this thing only ran for, I don't know, whatever it was, 10 or 20 minutes, you know, in years that one time we had it going. So it's not going to be all that clean looking, and there's all the decades of soot on top of that as well. So hopefully we can clean it up and then it'll run pretty well. Now, I haven't actually, this is my one concern, I've not actually seen anything where I'm like, man, that is definitely going to be keeping a valve open or something, and they all look to be fairly close, but I don't really know what the heck I'm looking at here. So we'll see if we can make progress on this with the right tool soonish here for a change.